So just like bread, toast is also uncountable. And we say a slice of bread, two slices of bread, okay? So when you buy bread from the shops, you get them in slices, right? So 4 slices, 6 slices you eat. You can count the slices, but you can't count the material, okay? Um, rice. Rice is also material. You can't count rice. You can count the grains, 10 grains of rice, 20 grains of rice. Okay? Grains, you understand? Each one is called a grain of rice. Okay? One piece. So you can count the grains, 1 grain, 2 grains, 3 grains. You can count the grains. Rice is a material. You can't count rice. Similarly, you can't count bread. Bread is also material that you make, but it is uncountable. Toast is also uncountable in English. And because both of them are uncountable, we can't say a bread or a toast. We must say some bread
Some
and some toast. Okay?
toast.
I often eat some bread for breakfast. I often eat some bread for
Some
breakfast.
For breakfast.
breakfast.
Some toast for breakfast. 9.
A sandwich.
Sandwiches.
Sandwich.
You can see
Some sandwiches.
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 So some is the right word. Some sandwiches.
Yes, sir. Some
Some
sandwiches.
Because sandwiches is a plural noun. You can't say a sandwiches. You can say a sandwich, but not a sandwiches. You must say some sandwiches. 10. Some biscuits.
Some biscuits.
Biscuits.
It's like some sandwiches, some biscuits. 11.
A
Cup
cup of
of
coffee.
Coffee.
Cup
A
of
cup of
coffee.
coffee.
And last.
And
Some apple juice.
Some apple juice.
Hey, listen.
An
Apple juice.
An apple
Basically,
juice.
some apple juice. Basically, it is some apple
Some
juice
apple.
because apple is
Sir,
uncountable.
sir, I write it some apple juice, sir.
So it is correct. Some apple juice is
Okay, sir.
correct.
Okay, sir.
Because apple juice is uncountable. Can you count apple juice?
Sir,
No.
11.
A cup of coffee?
A cup of coffee.
Sir,
A
Okay.
cup of coffee? 12. Some apple juice? Some wine? Some beer? Wait for a second. If you are in a
for
restaurant,
12. Hello,
if you are
sir.
in a,
Sir,
yes,
per
yes,
12, sorry, per 12 words apple juice, we cannot use an apple because the first letter is vowel.
exactly. Wait for a second. I will explain. First of all, apple juice is uncountable. So we should go with some. We should go with some, just like some milk, number 5, just like some bread, number 4, just like some meat, number 6. Similarly, some apple juice, because apple juice is also uncountable. However, there is a very interesting point here. When you go to a restaurant, there you can say, can I have an apple juice? Understand? You can say to them, can I have an apple juice? In a shop, you can say an apple juice. And why is that? Because in shops, they give you a fixed amount of juice for a fixed amount of money. Right? They give you a fixed amount of juice for a fixed amount of money. If 2 people go, they will say, 2 apple juices, please. 2 apple juices, please.
Apple juices.
Which actually means 2 glasses of apple juice, right? Which actually means 2 glasses of apple juice. But we just say 2 apple juices, please. Okay. So in restaurants, everything can become countable. Why? Because in restaurants, in shops, they give you a fixed amount, fixed quantity for a fixed amount of money. For example, dal. Okay, dal is uncountable, but they give you 1 bowl of dal for 20 rupees. There are two people. So they will say 2 dals, 2. So 20 multiplied by 2, 40 rupees. 2 dals here means 2 bowls of dal. But in restaurant, people use this, okay? I will put some conversations in front of you, which will help you understand. But right now, 12 is some apple juice. And the explanation is apple juice is uncountable. You cannot use an apple juice. Some coffee, a cup of coffee, some coffee, some apple juice, a glass of apple juice, a glass of apple juice, some apple juice. I hope you understand, everyone. So you come home and you ask mommy, mommy, can I have some apple juice, mommy? Suppose you are sitting at the dining table, okay, for breakfast, and you say, mommy, can I have some apple juice? No problems. Can I have some apple juice? It means you want some apple juice. Can I have some apple juice, mom? Mom says, no apple juice for breakfast. Only orange juice. Okay, fine. Any doubts, any confusions, anybody with this exercise so far?
No, sir.
So the decision was made based on the type of noun they are. If they are countable nouns, we are using a with singular, some with plural, biscuits. But when they are uncountable, we cannot use a or an with uncountable nouns, right? We never use a or an with uncountable nouns. We cannot say a milk, a meat, a bread. That's not right English because they are uncountable. Okay? I always have some milk before I go to bed. I always have some milk before I go to bed. Do you understand my sentence? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good. Yes, sir. साधु है
Sir, from your side, echo will be start.
echo
साधु है sir.
sound is going, sir.
Sir, please close the one.
From your side, sir, echoing is done. Okay.
It should have said it's echoing from your side. It is echoing from your side. Simple English. Or you could have said
It is
It is
echoing
from
from
your
your
side.
side.
It is going on your
It is
side.
echoing of your side.
or you could have said there is echo from your side. There is
There is echo.
from your side. Okay.
Echo.
Okay, now let me first leave this meeting. How do I do that?
Hey, sir, please close the door.
Okay, fine.
Oh my God.
Now we are moving on to the next exercise, everyone. Eating in. So Duncan and Nick want to cook cottage pie for their girlfriends. Duncan and Nick want to cook cottage pie for their girlfriends. Now, this may sound very funny to all Indians here because you don't cook for your girlfriends, you take them to restaurants, right? I understand. In India, people don't really cook for their girlfriends very often because we keep our relationships pretty hidden, secret, right? And here we're talking about cooking for girlfriends. It means we have to invite them to our homes, and we don't do that very often here. It's not very acceptable. But anyways, keep the cultural difference aside and let's focus on this. Duncan and Nick want to cook cottage pie. Cottage pie is a dish. Cottage pie is a dish. So cottage pie for their girlfriends. So cottage pie is the name of a dish. And we are reading cottage pie. Are we going to say it jhopdi pie in Hindi? Or cottage pie? In Hindi, we will call it cottage pie or something else.
Patti.
Cottage pie,
Cottage pie.
right? Yes, please understand. Like pizza,
Because it
we
is
do
name,
not
sir.
translate the name of pizza. Pizza is an Italian word. Okay, it is an Italian word because pizza is an Italian dish. So do we translate pizza into Hindi when we call it? No, chowmein. Okay,
No.
it's a Chinese word. Fine, we still stay with the same name. So names of dishes don't translate. So don't try to translate jalebi into something else and singhara into something else. They're all the same in every language. Whether you speak Chinese or you speak English or you speak Italian, samosa is samosa. Jalebi is jalebi. There are lots of videos for views on YouTube which are trying to teach you the English for jalebi. और आपको भी किसने सिखाया ही होगा जलेबी का इंग्लिश ये होता है वो होता है. Okay, please ignore those people. They don't understand one basic idea. The dishes names are not translated. So don't translate the names of dishes into English. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Pasta is an Italian dish. Pasta is pasta. Okay, yes, exactly. When, suppose sometimes what happens that you cook something here in India and the same dish they cook in another country, then you can say that these two are the same. But if a dish is unique, for example, pizza is unique. It comes from Italy. Then people accepted pizza as
Italy.
pizza. But some dishes are very common. For example, halwa. Halwa. The way we cook halwa, what do? We roast either besan or some other things in ghee, butter, and then we add some sugar, and then we add milk. And this is called halwa. So some
Halwa.
people make this recipe in their country as well. In English, they cook this recipe and they call it porridge. They call it porridge. They cook it the same way. They have rice, they have semolina, they have besan, okay? And they just roast that besan in some butter or some oil, and they add some sugar and they add some milk, and they call it porridge. So halwa is porridge, but it doesn't mean halwa ka translation hua porridge. No, porridge is a dish they cook. Porridge is a dish from England. All right, and our dish halwa and their porridge are the same thing, and that's why we say porridge means halwa. Halwa means porridge, but it doesn't mean we are translating them. No. Okay, so cottage pie is a dish, and we don't translate the name into any other language. So please do not translate biryani. Please do not translate dosa. Do not translate samosa. Porridge is like halwa. Exactly. Not exactly halwa. Okay, it is like halwa. You are smart to understand that. Good. Similarly, some people teach you kheer ka English क्या होता है? Kheer ka English? Some
Kheer.
people, हाँ. What do they call it? हाँ, हम लोग के लिए खीर है, right? But they cook a similar dish. एक वो dish इस तरह का बनाते हैं, and they have a name for it. So some people will say कि खीर का इंग्लिश फलाना चीज होता है. But remember, dishes are not translated. The names of dishes are not translated. Remember, simple basic
Translated.
idea. Okay. They call it rice pudding. They call it rice pudding. खीर को क्या बोलते हैं वो? Rice pudding. और बच्चे याद कर लेते हैं बचपन में, क्योंकि उनके टीचर्स ने उनको कहा याद कर लो. Rice pudding. But beta, if you learn the recipe of pudding, they use egg in the pudding. They use eggs. Come again? हाँ, वो अलग है, वो अलग है, वो अलग है. Rice pudding, okay? So basically, it is not pudding. Kheer is kheer. Don't translate. Dishes are not translated. Otherwise, cottage pie will be translated into Hindi as well. But no, we can't, okay? Duncan and Nick want to cook cottage pie for their girlfriends. Look at the recipe. What do they need? What do they need? Let's talk. They need onions. They need onions.
Onions.
And they need beef. Okay. And they need oil.
Ten
Not
ml
oils,
oil.
oil. They need some oil. And they need
Oil.
carrots. They need carrots. And they need tomatoes. And they need thyme. You know thyme? Thyme is a
Thyme.
herb. Green leaves. Okay. Pudina, you know pudina? Dhania? Dhania,
Yeah.
pudina? What are they? They are herbs. They are herbs. H-E-R-B-S. Pudina in English?
Herbs.
Mint leaves.
Thyme.
Okay. Yeah. Coriander leaves. And in American English, cilantro. Okay. So they are herbs. Herbs. Herbs are green leaves. You can use them when they're green. You can use them when they're dried as well. Some people use dried coriander leaves. Some people use dried mint leaves as well. Okay. So these things are called herbs. I hope you understand herbs. But black pepper is not herb. Black pepper is a spice. Black pepper is a spice. Cumin seed is a spice. Cumin seed, jeera. Jeera is a spice. It is not a herb. Okay. Have you heard of rosemary? Have you heard of rosemary?
No,
No?
Yes,
No,
yes, sir.
no.
Rosemary is
Okay.
used for boil a flavor like
Yes, you're right.
we
Yes,
use in the
Apurva. It is a
boil.
herb. It is a herb. It
Yes,
is a
sir.
herb.
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 Oregano. Have you heard of oregano?
Mm.
I
Yes, sir.
I heard, but
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know.
It is also a herb.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there are herbs. These are leaves basically, sometimes green and sometimes dried. And spices are not only leaves, they're everything. Seeds, flowers, methi leaves. Okay, fenugreek leaves. Yes, they are herbs. Okay, so leaves are herbs. Okay. All right. So thyme is a herb. Do you want to see thyme? What thyme looks like? Just give me a second. I'll show you what thyme looks like. T-H-Y-M-E. Take a look. This is thyme. Can you see? These are thyme leaves, okay? And here, dried. You can buy it from the, these malls as well. So these are green thyme and these are dried. Any problems? We use them in cooking, of course. So there are different kinds of herbs. Basil is also a herb. We call it tulsi, okay? We call it tulsi, but Indian basil is different. Our basil is red basil and it is bitter. It is bitter. It is not sweet. But European basil is green basil and it is sweet. They use basil in their cooking, pasta, pizza. They use basil in their cooking, Italians. I know all this because I am learning Italian a little bit and I have spent some time cooking as well. And I have learned about cooking a little bit. So I know a little bit these things, but oregano. Okay. Take a look. These are all herbs, guys. There are different herbs. Rosemary is also a herb. Look, herbs, H-E-R-B-S, herbs, okay? These are dried leaves, green leaves, okay? Herbs. The most basic herbs that we use in our cooking are coriander leaves and mint leaves.
मेरा कोई काम नहीं, तुम्हारा चाहिए.
This is rosemary. Rosemary. So people who are interested in cooking, they would know about these things better. Faz, when you're talking to somebody else, you have to mute yourself. Ideally, you should not talk to anybody while you're in the class. But when you are talking, please mute yourself at least so that you don't disturb the class. Okay, and you need some salt and black pepper, of course. What more do you need? What else do you need for this recipe? You need some potatoes.
Potato.
Yeah, potatoes. You need some
Butter.
potatoes. And you need
Potatoes.
butter. And you need
Butter.
cheese. And you
Cheese.
need milk. Okay?
More.
Now, please tell me, what do you need for this recipe? What ingredients do we need for this recipe? Tell me again. Why am I asking you? Do you understand? I'm asking you to see
I need
if you can use the countable, uncountable names, nouns correctly or not. Go ahead, tell me. Without looking at the list, tell me, what do you remember? What do we need for this?
I need
We need onions.
I need onions.
Yeah, onions,
Not
Oil.
tomatoes. We don't need
carrots,
tomatoes.
Carrots.
Oh, yes, we need tomatoes. We need
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Carrots. Carrots.
and tomato,
Black pepper.
Tomatoes.
black
Salt
pepper,
and black pepper. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Butter.
They need potatoes.
Butter.
Cheese.
Cheese.
and milk,
Milk and
They
butter.
need some milk as well. Yes.
Some milk.
Some milk, some
and
butter, some butter.
Butter,
Some
not
milk and
butters.
butter.
Butter. Butter is uncountable. So we should
Yeah.
not say they need butters.
Yeah.
They need butter. Now, do you understand why I'm asking you to practice this? Because some nouns are countable. So you need to use them in plural. They need potatoes. And suppose only one is needed, then we will say they need a potato. Understand? Otherwise, they need potatoes. They need tomatoes. But they need milk. They need butter. They need meat. Right? What else do they need?
Yeah.
To cook this recipe? Time. Oil. Cheese. They need some cheese. Cheese is
They need
uncountable
some
or
oil.
countable?
They need some cheese.
Uncountable. Okay, they need some cheese. They need some oil. Okay. How can you do cooking without any fire, without any energy? Come on, that's given. That's understood. Okay. Come. Time. Not time. Time. Yes. No, herb. I'm talking about the herb. Time. They need some time. Okay. So I hope you understand why I asked you to practice this. So when you are talking about nouns, then you take care whether they are countable or uncountable. Aditya Beta, we can't say they need butters. We have to say they need butter because butter is uncountable. Just like milk, they need milk. Okay, but we say they need
Countable.
tomatoes. Yes. Do they need any carrots? Do they need any carrots?
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrots?
They-
Yes, they need carrots. They need carrots.
Yes.
They need carrots.
carrot,
Carrots.
Now, these are the things they need, right? To cook this recipe. Which recipe? Cottage pie. Okay.
cottage pie,
What is
And
pie?
look at what they have in the kitchen. Look at what they have in the kitchen. Let's talk about what they have and what don't they have. What do they need to
They
buy?
have
Try to use the word some, any, not much, not many. Try to use these
They-
phrases. Some, any, not much,
They
not
have-
many.
They
Yes,
They
Vita.
have some onions. They have
They
some
have some
onions, some
onion.
Some onions, some tomatoes.
they
They
have
have
some
some
tomatoes.
onions.
Potatoes.
Not many.
They
They
have
have
There are
some
some
tomatoes.
tomatoes.
potatoes. They have some
Cheese,
butter.
There's some cheese.
vegetable.
Have some
They have
cheese.
enough butter, I think. They have enough butter, I think.
They have enough
Yes,
They
sir.
butter.
have only they have only a little cheese. They don't have much cheese, right? They don't have much cheese.
Much cheese.
They have some oils.
They
They
have enough
have
milk,
and
sir.
Oils किसने बोला? Oils किसने बोला? Oils countable नाम है क्या?
What?
Oil.
No, sir.
तो फिर क्यों oils क्यों बोल रहे हैं हम?
Oil.
है ना बेटा? They have some
They have
oil,
enough.
While.
They have some
Yes.
oil.
and it is not oil. It is oil. Okay? बचपन की
Oil.
आदत को
Oil.
bye bye बोल दीजिए.
Oil.
Oil. It's not oil.
Oil.
लग रहा है जैसे vomiting आती है तो कैसे कहते
They
हैं?
have
Wild. You know, so ऐसा नहीं करना है. और ऐसा नहीं करना है. Okay? Oil. Okay? Vomiting नहीं
I
करनी
think,
है.
sir,
Oil.
they have some time.
They
Yes,
have some time.
sometime.
Yeah, they have some time. Yeah, they have some time here. But they
Yes,
don't
sir.
have any carrots. Do you see any carrots?
Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't have
have.
any. No, any carrot.
Don't have any
Any carrot.
beef.
They don't
They don't
have
have any
any
meat.
salt. Salt also.
Salt, not
They don't
salt.
have salt.
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 Not salt. Okay? Salt.
Salt. They
Okay.
have bunch salt.
I think black pepper and salt is always in the kitchen. Come on, man. Black pepper and salt. Which kitchen doesn't have black pepper and salt? Come
Yeah.
on, I don't believe it. Must be somewhere. Okay,
Yeah,
it's not here
understood
on
point.
the worktop,
Yeah.
but it must be somewhere in the kitchen. Do you know a kitchen without salt?
Yeah.
Only a very disorganized
No.
woman's kitchen not have salt. Every kitchen has salt. Come on, salt and black
Yeah.
pepper. Yeah. And
I
what
understood.
about milk? They have a lot of milk, right? 3 big bottles. Okay, next. What more? What other ingredients? Take a look. Peas. Do we need peas? Do we need peas for this?
Peach.
Are peas needed? Peas? No? We don't need
I
peas.
No,
don't know.
sir.
Oh,
We don't need.
but there are peas in the dish now. Yeah, take a look
Yes,
here.
sir, but they
In-
use.
Yes, sir. There was. Yes, sir. They use, but they don't discuss
It's not
about that.
mentioned in the list. It's not mentioned in the list. But
List.
there are peas here. Now I can see peas here. Can you
Peas.
see peas here? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And these are chunks of carrots. These are chunks of carrots, carrot pieces.
Carrots.
Carrot.
Okay. I just want, and this green thing, what are these green things here on the top of
Coriander
this?
leaf.
What
I think coriander leaf.
This is thyme. Maybe.
Thyme, sir. This is thyme.
Okay. All right. One more thing, maybe coriander leaves, maybe, I don't know. Okay. I was just going to say, when I say beef, I want to make it very clear to you guys that beef does not mean only cow's meat. Beef means ox's meat as well, buffalo's meat as well. All right. All these animals' meat is called beef. Understand? Okay.
Yeah.
Pig's meat is called 3 things, Vita. Pig's meat is called ham, pig's meat is called pork, and pig's meat is called bacon as well. Ham is when it is from the thighs, then we call it ham. When it is from the back part of the body, then we call it bacon. Okay. And pork just in general, I think, because I've never eaten, so I'm not very sure. But I know that ham is always from the legs. Yeah. So we call it ham. Okay. And bacon, the rest of the, and pork is the normal word for, pig's meat. Pork is the most common word. And goat's meat is called mutton. Meat is meat. Meat is just meat. Okay. Not any specific meat. Meat means just meat. Okay. And chicken is, hen's meat is called chicken. Hen's meat is called chicken. And lamb's meat is also called mutton. Lamb. Lamb, lamb, bhed. Okay, they look like
Yes.
goats. Okay, yeah, their meat is called mutton too. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I think we are going to move on from here. What did I just do? Okay, here. Take a look at this conversation, everyone. You have to complete this conversation about this photo. This conversation is between these two guys. These two guys are having a conversation. These are Duncan and Nick. Okay, they are having a conversation. They are in the kitchen. You can see what they're doing. You can see they are preparing a list.
Yeah.
They're looking at the recipe and they're preparing a list and they will have a conversation. This is their conversation on your screen now. Complete the conversation with 4 options: some, any, much, many. And remember, it is a conversation between these two guys about in this room, in this kitchen, okay? About this situation. So go ahead and complete. I'm going to put 2-page view for you so that you guys don't get confused. 2-page view. Come on, guys, complete this conversation. Exercise 3. Complete this conversation. Okay, have you finished? No, you haven't. You need a little bit more time. According to this situation, according to this picture, okay, you have to choose some, any, much, many. You can take a photo of your answers and put in the group.
In the group, sir.
Good. Okay. Guys, I will also send you a page from the practice book. I will send you a page from the practice book, and you have to do the same exercise. And we will check tomorrow because we don't have time left. Only 2 minutes. This recipe for cottage pie looks easy, but I can't cook it all. Don't worry. I really like cooking. Now, vegetables. Do we have any onions? Are there any carrots
Any
or
carrots and
potatoes?
potatoes?
Are there any
Well, there
carrots
are
or
some
potatoes?
onions. Listen to me.
But
Don't
they
speak. And check. Listen and check because we have very little time left. Are there any carrots or potatoes? Well, there are some onions, but there aren't any carrots. And we don't have many potatoes. How many do we need? 4 big ones. Okay. Put potato on your list. And how many tomatoes are there? Only 2 small ones. Put them on the list too. How much milk is there? There is a lot, but there isn't much cheese or butter. Okay, cheese and butter. What about herbs? Do we have any time? Oh yeah, that's fine. But don't forget the minced beef. How much do we need? 500 grams. Now, is that everything? I think so. Do we have oil? Oh yeah, there is some left in the bottom. Okay, first shopping, and then I'll give you a cooking lesson. I'd like that. I hope the girls like cottage pie. Everyone likes cottage pie. Okay, guys, I will send the audio file as well, 8.7. The mistakes that you have made today, you can discuss these mistakes with me tomorrow, why they are wrong and why this is right. Okay, we will discuss all these things tomorrow. I'm going to send you the audio file 8.7. Please listen and practice. That's all for today. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.